The man who went missing for 27 years and returned as if nothing happened. He was known as a quiet man, a gentleman, someone who never caused trouble. His name was Richard, and one ordinary afternoon, he walked out of his home and simply vanished. There was no argument, no dramatic moment, no goodbye. He left his wallet, his phone, his keys. It was as if he stepped outside to breathe and never came back. His family searched desperately. They printed flyers, contacted police, checked hospitals, shelters, and nearby towns. Days turned to months, months to years, and eventually silence. People assumed the worst. Some said he started a new life. Others believed he was gone forever. The world moved on, but his family never truly healed from the unanswered question. 27 years passed. Children grew up. Technology changed. The world transformed into something unrecognizable from the time he left. Then, one morning, a man walked into a small police station miles away from where he was last seen. Calm, silent, as if he were returning from a short walk. It was Richard. He gave his name softly, like someone speaking after waking from a long sleep. The officers were stunned. He had no ID, but he remembered everything. They contacted his family. The phone call was surreal. A voice they had mourned was suddenly alive again. Shock, joy, confusion, emotions collided all at once. His family ran to the station. When they saw him, they cried. He looked older, thinner, but unmistakably the same man. He smiled gently, almost apologetically. When they asked where he had been, he paused. Not because he didn't know, but because he didn't know how to make them understand. Richard explained that he had left because his mind was drowning. He felt trapped by expectations and invisible pressures he never admitted he carried. He hadn't disappeared to hurt anyone. He simply felt life pressing too tightly around him, and one day, something inside him broke quietly. He walked away and kept walking, sleeping wherever the night found him, working odd jobs, living anonymously, a ghost among cities. He didn't try to contact his family because shame followed him. As time passed, returning felt impossible. The longer he stayed gone, the heavier the return became. So he lived quietly. He avoided attachments. He learned to survive with little. His life became simple, stripped of expectation, free of judgment. But loneliness grows even in silence. Over the years, he realized that the pain he tried to escape had not vanished. It had only changed shape. He missed faces, voices, the warmth of being known. Memory became heavier than the pressures he once ran from. So he walked again, this time back. When asked if he regretted leaving, he lowered his eyes and said, "Every day." Regret had lived with him longer than any person had. His family forgave him, though understanding his disappearance was hard. They had suffered something like grief, and healing needed time. But they were together again, and that mattered more than the years lost. Life rarely returns what it takes, but sometimes it gives a second chance. Richard never tried to justify his disappearance. He accepted that pain existed on both sides. He only promised that this time he would stay. He spent his days quietly rebuilding connections. Slow steps, shared meals, small talks, familiar routines that felt new. People in the town whispered, curious and confused. How could someone leave for so long and return so calmly? But they did not know his silent battles. He did not seek interviews or fame. He declined documentaries. He simply wanted to live the remainder of his life without running from others or himself. The world loves mysteries, but Richard's was not about drama. It was about a man overwhelmed by life, who disappeared not to be free, but to breathe. His story reminds us that even the quietest person may be carrying storms no one sees. Sometimes absence is not abandonment, but escape from invisible pain. And sometimes returning is the bravest thing a person can do.